Democracy is the theory that the common people know what they want, and deserve to get it good and hard. Every normal man must be tempted, at times, to spit on his hands, hoist the black flag, and begin slitting throats. I believe that it is better to tell the truth than a lie. I believe it is better to be free than to be a slave. And I believe it is better to know than to be ignorant. If, after I depart this vale, you ever remember me and have thought, to please my ghost, forgive some sinner, and wink your eye at some homely girl. Every election is a sort of advance auction sale of stolen goods. Democracy is the art and science of running the circus from the monkey cage. Puritanism. The haunting fear that someone, somewhere, may be happy. There is always an easy solution to every problem, neat, plausible, and wrong. In this world of sin and sorrow there is always something to be thankful for. As for me, I rejoice that I am not a Republican. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. A newspaper is a device for making the ignorant more ignorant and the crazy crazier. We are here, and it is now. Further than that, all human knowledge is moonshine. We must respect the other fellow's religion, but only in the sense, and to the extent that we respect his theory that his wife is beautiful and his children smart. Life is a constant oscillation between the sharp horns of dilemmas. Every decent man is ashamed of the government he lives under. Bachelors know more about women than married men. If they didn't, they'd be married too. If a politician found he had cannibals among his constituents, he would promise them missionaries for dinner. The basic fact about human existence is not that it is a tragedy, but that it is a bore. It is not so much a war as an endless standing in line. Democracy is a pathetic belief in the collective wisdom of individual ignorance. A national political campaign is better than the best circus ever heard of, with a mass baptism and a couple of hangings thrown in. Faith may be defined briefly as an illogical belief in the occurrence of the improbable. Conscience is the inner voice that warns us that someone might be looking. It is even harder for the average ape to believe that he has descended from man. An idealist is one who, on noticing that roses smell better than a cabbage, concludes that it will also make better soup. To be in love is merely to be in a state of perceptual anesthesia, to mistake an ordinary young woman for a goddess. I believe that all government is evil, and that trying to improve it is largely a waste of time. All men are frauds. The only difference between them is that some admit it. I myself deny it. It is hard to believe that a man is telling the truth when you know that you would lie if you were in his place. A man may be a fool and not know it, but not if he is married. A professor must have a theory as a dog must have fleas.